Today I've been checking out Age of Mythology Retold, which is out now on Steam for £22.49 or it's free on Game Pass. Age of Mythology Retold is a full proper remaster. It's not just some AI upscaling here. It's a remaster of an RTS game which came out in 2002, which I was very surprised to see. I'd never played it before. I thought I had, but when I booted it up, I realised I hadn't. I love RTS games, so I'm not sure how this one bypassed me. So I didn't have any expectations or rose-tinted glasses going in. So what's this game about? Well, it's made by the same guys who made Age of Empires, which is probably up there on some of my favourite RTS games. This one's a little bit different in that gods, monsters, and humans collide. So you'll see like a basic bowman, while a flying horse flies above. It's quite surreal sometimes to watch. On the god side, they will give you powers. Like one of my favourites was turning enemies into pigs. So there was like a group of enemies and you cast it and all turned into little pigs, which I thought was quite funny. There's also certain buffs or debuffs. So you can buff what you need or you can debuff on the enemy to make your life easier. The monsters can be really big. You also have little hero units as well, which are tougher and can take on the monsters. It also behaves like a true RTS. You have to build buildings, you have to help gather resources, collect gold, wood, and food. There's nothing stupid here with the materials, it's all pretty easy to understand. You can then build up your armies, walls, and defenses using them resources, and also the buildings can be upgraded really easily with a click of a button. So like say you put your watchtowers down, they can then become towers that can fire, and so on. And the same with soldiers as well, like you can upgrade their armor and weapons and give them different abilities. You can also upgrade your town hall to progress through the ages, which will unlock new units and more buildings. And when you do that, you can usually pick some sort of major buff or hero for your army. On top of all this, there are over 50 campaign missions, all set around Troy, Egypt, Atlantis, and with various myth and real type areas. And there are a ton of maps and scenarios for skirmish type modes with AI or against friends. Honestly, the amount of content here for your money is truly amazing. I've read multiplayer isn't working great, but as I have no friends, I can't really comment on this. I found it was quite an easy RTS to pick up and play. The UI was easy to understand, the objectives were clear, and there was a good amount of difficulty settings to choose from. I played on normal and I didn't have too many issues. The AI is mainly pretty decent. Sometimes it gets a little bit confused, like on island maps, sometimes it seems to struggle to expand, but generally it was a good challenge. Remaster wise, the graphics look great, the assets have been improved from the original, and they've added some new quality of life stuff in there as well. Looking back at old videos, just the comparison is pretty impressive. It looks bright, it's vibrant, and well done. The cutscenes are done in engine, and they're a little bit janky in parts, but overall, pretty decent. It's a really good looking game. Sound wise, some of the voice acting lacked an impact. It was almost like they weren't quite going for the situation they were in, but overall, it was well done, and the sound in game is pretty good too. So in conclusion, it's a great RTS, proper old school feel, but with a modern twist and updated graphics. This is how a remaster should be done, not like some of the others I've seen. It's a joy to play, and it's one of them games where you play for like an hour and you think, oh, it's only been 10. Whoa, no, it's an hour, and you kind of lose track of time, and I really like that about it. It's free on Game Pass. That's a no-brainer. And even for 22 quid, for all that content, it's well worth it. You know, I found it really hard to pick any negatives out of this. It's just really good RTS. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got to say on the matter. Catch us all later. Goodbye.